Good morning. My name is Clara Herlina Karja from Bina Nusantara University, Jakarta, Indonesia. Today, I'm going to present my paper entitled The Student Perception on the Use of Social Media as Learning Tool. As we are all aware, university students in recent time belong to the generation called millennials or Generation Y, or in their late teens or early 20s. Students of this generation are termed as digital natives by Mark Bransky. They are people who spend their entire lives surrounded by and using computers, video games, digital music players, video cams, cell phones, and other toys and tools of the digital age. In other words, they have been born into a world woven from cable, wired, or wireless connectivity. The needs for connection were made possible by social media. Social media is defined as a group of internet-based applications that built on the ideological and technological foundation of the Web 2.0 that allows the creation and exchange of user-generated content. However, previous research on social media found that among students, social media are merely used as means of communication. Only a few consider social media for learning purpose. Actually, according to Grabowitz, social media can transform internet users from passive observers to active learners by facilitating interactivity and engagement in communication. In other words, it is possible to turn students who are active users into active learners through their social media account. Therefore, in the present study, I would like to know the students' perception on using social media for learning purpose. The participants for this study were 140 English department students from Bina Nusantara University. Their age ranged from 17 to 24 years old, with the average age of 17.5 years old. There were 60 female students and 40% male students. This study used survey method by distributing online questionnaire through Google Form. The research question for this study, there are three research questions for this study. The first, how are the students' knowledge of social media? The second one, what are the patterns of students' social media usage? And the third one, how do students perceive the use of social media for learning? For the first research question regarding the knowledge of social media, the following results were found. For the familiarity, 46.4% say that they were familiar, 42.2% said familiar, 10.7 said somewhat familiar, and only 0.7 said that they were not familiar with social media. So in general, we can assume that students were familiar with the social media. The second was about confidence. Confidence here refers to the ability to operate or know the features of social media and any technical issue relating to social media. Their answers were 56.4 confident, 27.1% very confident, 14.3% somewhat confident, 2.1% said not confident. For the frequency of use, 44.8% said that they use social media almost every time. 26.4% said they use social media every few hours. 22.1% said for every hour, and 7.1% at certain time only. While for the device, 95.7% use cell phones, and then only 4.3% use other devices such as laptop, iPad, or desktop. This result indicated that the students were always connected with their social media almost all the time. Regarding account ownership, students might have more than one social media account. So based on their answers, 128 students or 91.4% have Instagram account, 127 students or 90.7% have YouTube account, 125 students or 89.3% have WhatsApp, 78 or 55.7% have Twitter account, 58 or 41.4% have Pinterest account, and finally 53 or 37.8% have Facebook account. Having social media accounts doesn't mean that they use each account similarly in terms of the frequency of use. The frequency of usage from the most frequently to the least frequently used social media can be grouped into 6 patterns. The first pattern put Instagram at the first one, then followed by Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and WhatsApp. For the second pattern, the first one is for WhatsApp, then Instagram, followed by YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and other. The third pattern, put YouTube at the first and then followed by WhatsApp, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and other. For the fourth pattern, WhatsApp occupied the first position, followed by Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and other. The fifth pattern, put Facebook at the first, then Twitter, followed by Instagram, YouTube, other, and WhatsApp. The last patterns put Facebook at the first, followed by YouTube, and then Twitter, other, Instagram, and WhatsApp. However, based on the aggregate frequency of usage, the rank of social media usage can be ranked as follow. The first one is Instagram with 97.8%. Number 2 is YouTube, 94.3%. Number 3 is Twitter with 89.3%. Number 4 is WhatsApp with 86.4%. Number 5 is Facebook with 78.5%. And the last one, other, with 42.1%. Relating to the previous question, students gave several reasons for using or not using certain media. The first reason is influence from others. They said that their family or friends use it, so they also use it. The second reason is to find any kind of information. This is especially said about Twitter, which catered for the need of current news and topics, and also for YouTube that offered a lot of informative videos. Self-expression was also chosen as the reason, as some participants love to take photos of themselves and post them online. Sometimes they also use social media to showcase their opinions, their works, which were considered as self-expression. Another reason is for making connection with new acquaintance, with people of the same interests, to expand business relation and so on. Also to reconnect with long lost friends, family, with relatives, especially through Facebook. The other two reasons for using certain social media is for killing time. They say that if they don't have anything to do, they just browse social media. And the other one, um, they found that some social media has interesting content. For example, in Instagram, there are a lot of pictures, maybe memes, humor, funny videos, etc. And meanwhile, for the least used social media, especially um, Facebook, there are two reasons that were given by the participants. The first one is stereotypical user characteristics. Millennial students commonly thought that Facebook is not suitable for them because it is for older generation, not for them. Moreover, they also regard Facebook as having a lot of negative content such as hoaxes, fraud, and so on. That's why majority of the students did not use Facebook anymore. Okay, now we come to the purpose of using social media. The students rank the purpose as follows. The first one is for entertainment. The second one is for communication. The third one is for finding information. And then finally for learning. Although quite a lot of students choose learning, it was still chosen as the last purpose. In the subsequent question, however, 72.1% of the students says that they are willing to use some social media for learning, and 27.1% said maybe. So there are still willingness to change their purpose of social media. Relating to their willingness to use social media for learning, students propose some or make commitments to optimize their use of social media. Their suggestion can be grouped into three major ways. The first one related to self-control or time management. This can be done by uninstalling unnecessary apps, by choosing 75% for learning and 25% for playing. And they also said by enjoying learning through social media. The second one is by using social media to find only related information, knowledge, technology, and also academic contents. The last one is by joining community, by sharing information, learning from other experience, and so on. There are three conclusions that can be drawn from this study. First, the majority of students were familiar and knowledgeable of social media. The social media account that they use the most are Instagram and YouTube. These choices were related to their learning preference. It is by watching or they have multimodal learning styles. Second, social media has not been chosen as the learning tool, but students are beginning to consider using social media for learning in the future. And finally, based on the pattern of social media usage, the most likely suitable social media in learning are YouTube and Instagram, in which learning materials can be shared and disseminated. In this way, learning something might become more entertaining. However, integration of learning materials in social media can be negotiated between teachers and students. Thank you for listening to my presentation. I'm looking forward to having your valuable input and comments to improve this paper. You can contact me at this email address.